Hello, my loyal Cosimaniacs. Well, here I am again with my trusty helmet. And my chakra box, because we're using the chakra box tonight. Now, and in this broom closet of an office/laboratory, it's long, it's narrow. I don't know how they could have conceivably fit a bed in here. I really don't. Not with a person having room to move around it. I mean, they probably could have physically fit the bed in, but they can't do anything. And it would be a very small bed. It's a very small office. Very small office. So, anyway, now what am I going to talk about before I forget what I'm going to talk about? Give me a second here. Let me think. Oh, yeah, right. Okay, I did my Psionic Outlaw Attraction, which I'm not quite sure how that turned out to be Outlaw Attraction, but it was a kind of a fun title. We always say in psionics, in these matters, consent is for sissies. It is. I mean, we're doing mind control stuff here. We're not giving a damn if people want it or not. You know, God, kind of wimps they think we are, right? So, I was thinking, we're going to kick this up a little level. The last video was on, being subtle, and everybody was saying, Uncle Chucky, you don't have a subtle bone in your overweight and rotund body. Yeah, right, I don't. So, I'm going to kind of give you an idea how to ramp it up, as it were. And that's why we need the chakra box. We start with a witness sample of the ex-girlfriend, who incidentally makes an extremely good subject for these experiments. Then we set this thing to her pelvic chakra. Gee, I wonder why that would be. And because it's the pelvic chakra, we set it all the way down to red. As I explained before with this, the colors are purely arbitrary. And they really kind of go, people will say otherwise, but basically they go back to the 19th century and the Theosophists, and everything had to kind of fit, So you've got 7 chakras, you've got 7 rays of, 7 colors of light that people can see, and so you kind of fit them together, and so you get this nice spectrum effect. Okay, we've done that. Now we're going to take our ray. First we'll take a ray on the box. You just twiddle the dials. That's always works. Yeah, excuse me, I had a cough there. Happens a lot at my age. Anyway, now we do that. Then we put the helmet on. Yeah, I'm going to try and get this thing to look good. And then we take the attenuator down, get that out. And we just turn that. That puts this whole thing together. Now we move the witness to the output plate. I'm going to try and move it so you can see that. That was a flashlight that fell. Like I say, it's crowded in here. It's hard to move without something falling. And then we turn it on. Now what happens? You're thinking into her base, her pelvic chakra. Okay? The goal of this is simple. It is straightforward. You're going to make her horny as hell. Okay? Now normally what you would do is at this point, you close your eyes and you visualize energy being poured into that chakra. Bright, glowing red light being poured into her pelvic chakra. We know what that's going to do. It should be pretty obvious what that's going to do. That's stage one. This is the preparatory stage, though. This isn't the whole operation. Second, turn the power off. And we're going to just reset the box for this. Otherwise, I got to reset. Actually, reset everything, but it'll take too long. And we're going to set aim for her brow chakra. Why are we aiming for the brow? Why are we aiming for the brow chakra? Why are we aiming for her brow chakra? We've already primed her. Pump is primed. Now, before you turn on the machine, basically what you do is you go to a porn site. You've already done the test. You know what she's into. You go to the appropriate porn site, and while you're watching porn, turn it on. What do you think that's going to do to her? Her pelvic chakra's primed. You're pouring porn into her head. Okay? You let that go. Then you watch whatever film it is. And if you want to enjoy yourself in the process, hey, no one's going to kill you, right? It all just goes into her anyways. And that works. It works. Okay? And then when the video is over, and hopefully you're still able to concentrate, we do it again, and we set contact rate again for her. Going into the brow chakra, we're changing this rate again. And now, what do we send her? You bring up a picture of yourself. Oh, can you imagine the effect that has? The more you do this, the more she will associate your image with everything else. We're priming the pump. We're really priming the pump. And believe me, this method works. I ought to know. With my face, I ought to know. And you repeat that every night. Now, a word about timing. It is best to do this when the person is sound asleep. We know from experiment, anything you transmit is best done while they are sound asleep. And that the reasoning behind that is incredibly simple. You're going directly into the subconscious mind. There are no conscious mind distractions. What you do for that, simple. And you take your pendulum and you douse out what time is she going to be sleeping. Usually you'll get 3 in the morning. There's something about 3 in the morning. It just works. No one knows why, but there's something about most people 3 in the morning. People like me know because 3 in the morning is about the time I actually go to bed. Which is kind of funny. Somebody tries to send something to me at 3 in the morning and they're wasting their time. I'm going to bed. I'm still awake. But we keep strange hours here. So that's what you do. It's very simple. And you repeat this. Maybe not every night. Maybe every other night. Watch what happens the next time you see her. This is your old friend, the nefarious arch-fiend himself, Uncle Chucky. Have a thoroughly and delightfully evil week.